Here we go again, artificial intelligence.
AI is the new normal.
A new AI program.
AI machines.
AI.
AI is being used for scripting.
AI can outdo humans.
Artificial intelligence.
Oh, I have an idea. Wait! So the average IQ of a college student is 120. ChatGPT took the test and scored 155. That's 5 points away from Stephen Hawking. But IQ tests are blah. Let's talk about the real challenge. AI is replacing a lot of jobs according to the World Economic Forum, and people are scared. But let's talk about one job that is very important: teachers. Let's say you're a construction worker and the buildings decided to just build themselves. Or if you're a chef and the food decided to try itself. It's a little bit weird. Teachers have a challenge that is unprecedented. They don't know how to deal with students using AI. Should they stop them? Can they even stop them? Are they going to be replaced because of that? Let's deep dive into this. Let me tell you a little memory of mine. I remember when the calculators became a trending thing, my father told me that using it is going to make me more stupid. He advised me to just use paper and pencil to write equations and to never use the calculator because he knew what it did, but he was just scared of what it would do to my development. So did a lot of people, but at the end there were also tests that says no calculator with a badge on top of the exam. Everyone was freaked out, but at the end of the day, look how it is right now. Everyone's using calculators and they're pretty okay, I think. I mean, I'm smart. Do you hear that, Dad? I'm smart, okay? And I'm using a calculator. Alright, on a serious note, calculators are not really to be compared with AI, but it is kind of a change that everyone is afraid of. Rather, they should actually accept it and move on. Nowadays, if a person uses a calculator to do anything, no one is going to think, why don't you use your pencil or pen? They're just going to accept it. Similarly, AI will be the same thing. So don't worry, the Terminator won't be teaching your kids in school. They're not going to become more stupid. They're just going to accept how to deal with it. Matter of fact, this is probably going to be for the best of them. They could actually be smarter than this generation because of the fact that they have everything under control and everything is within access. So they would just, instead of you finding an answer to a question in a day or in a few hours, they would find it in a few seconds and move on to something new, which is actually a smart objective of AI. One of the companies that started to see how AI is going to impact education and start to invest in it is a company that you all know and we all love and that has none of our data: Google. So Google is working on an AI product called NotebookLM. What it does is it's extremely simple. It generates ideas, gets a summary, or you can ask it questions. So it's quite an easy generative AI tool. But the thing about it is the input that you are providing. So let's say you're a teacher in class. You don't want your student to use ChatGPT because you're a little bit worried what they might be getting, or might they be getting the right answer or the wrong answer. You're not even sure of that. Or is it something outside of their curriculum, and so on. NotebookLM, what it does is, you provide it as a teacher, you provide it with the input that you want, and then they could ask questions accordingly. So you kind of limited the capabilities of the AI or the scope of it to what you want, making it more accessible. Of course, Google has quite the reputation in terms of data, and I don't think it's going to be a bit easy for them to get into the educational market because of the privacy of students and so on, but it is an interesting product nonetheless. But you know what I noticed? When I start speaking about education and AI together, a lot of people get mixed emotions and they just give me comments about how this is good and this is not good. In my opinion, the teachers are an essential part of the system, and what they have, which AI will never have, is the emotional capability of a human being. So they would look students in their eyes and tell them this is right, this is wrong, not in terms of the correct answer or not, but in terms of what's ethical and how you do facial expressions when acting accordingly. So there are a lot of aspects when it comes to humans that exists in teachers that don't exist in AI at the moment. AI is just simply a tool that would guide them in the functional aspect, but not the human, emotional, or deeper aspect that the students need to learn in school in all cases. I mean, at the moment, AI doesn't have any of that, until of course they create the hologram sort of AI things. Wait.
Are you ready to meet your digital doppelganger?
It's happening, isn't it? Am I even real? Siri, am I real?
I found this on the web.
Oh my god! Wait, but if I am AI, then I am the web. I always divert and do jokes. Okay, on a serious note, everyone's gonna adapt. Teachers are gonna move on. The ChatGPT is gonna get into schools. I mean, not necessarily ChatGPT, but a similar product will get into schools sooner or later, and people will use it and save time to teachers, making our education system better. Because I also received a lot of comments telling me this is a perfect product, or not exactly the Google product, but AI is perfectly suited for our educational system because our educational system is flawed. Also, when you speak from a global perspective, there are a lot of students in a lot of schools in the world, and schools have different teaching methods, have different brainwashing methods, and at the moment ChatGPT, even the enterprise version, will not offer a brainwashing, personalized AI system. So I think it's safe to say that AI is going to be away from schools for a little bit. Yet what I think teachers should start to do is to start accept this sort of movement. It is difficult to accept change. They're afraid of change, but the truth is it's happening whether they like it or not. It's happening whether any one of us like it or not. I will be replaced as an AI avatar one day. That's how it is. And the best way to deal with this is to just learn how to adapt with AI. I will learn how to use AI in my benefit. I could be an AI avatar in the future, but there is going to be content that needs to be given to this AI, or a strategy of some sort. There has to be information that is fed to the AI. And the only person who could do that at the moment is me, in terms of like what I'm doing right now. But for teachers, they always have the human aspect that they have to add to the children. As long as the educational system still exists, teachers have to keep teaching students with the help of AI. AI is never going to be able to fully clone or mimic a human teacher, not on a deeper perspective. So that's my take on AI. This is inspired by a Medium article that I wrote that had a lot of views. It's about education and AI and how everything is put together. If you're interested in such conversations, subscribe to my newsletter. It's not one of those boring newsletters that you would receive. I would be on point in terms of the content, and I spend over 96% of my time working on this newsletter. So do it. Hit the subscribe button and see what you like and what you don't like in the world of AI, entrepreneurship, and business. Aside from that, thank you for watching the video and have a wonderful day.